A new era of Indiana volleyball has officially begun. Steve Aird and the Hoosiers are in Las Vegas for 3 matches against UNLV, LIU Brooklyn, and Southern Utah as they look to get their season off on the right note. With the Hoosiers being over 1,000 miles away from home, fan support is limited, but the parents who come support their kids is just a bonus for the Hoosiers.
All right, your energy. Hey, not a lot of people here. This is not the biggest crowd I've been in front of, so I'm not that nervous. Go.
Sophomore libero Bailey Lebo was under the impression that her family wasn't going to make the trip, but when she took the floor for the match against UNLV, she was in for a pleasant surprise.
It's hard to not come to Vegas and then also to see Bailey play. I missed the scrimmage and she doesn't have any home preseason games, so this is the best bet, so yeah.
We're just happy to be here to support the Hoosiers, and we're happy today just to surprise Bailey.
My mom and my sister came, and I didn't know they were coming, but I just had a feeling that they were going to, because my mom loves surprising me and doing all that kind of stuff. We were warming up and I saw them in the crowd and I was like, oh, okay. It was a shock, but at the same time, I had this instinct in me that they were gonna be there. My mom supports me in so many different ways. She checks in me every day, asking how I'm doing, and she's my biggest supporter, and I love having her in the crowd, and I'm super grateful for how many trips she's made.
As the Lebo family took their seats after surprising Bailey, Coach Aird wasn't looking for any surprises from their opponents this weekend. Just 3 wins from the Hoosiers.
I think we've had a pretty good camp, so I'm excited about the opportunity to compete. I think the girls are in a pretty good mood. Life is good, so be excited to watch them play.
Indiana took the first set 26-24, but in set 2 they faltered, losing 25-17.
You know, you play a best of 5 for a reason, but we came out and did some really good things, and then it's just error. That's what happens, right? When you make a lot of errors and the other team plays harder, we got some issues.
The Hoosiers would bounce back in the next 2 sets, winning the match 3-1 and giving Coach Aird his first win at IU. The day wasn't over yet, as a nightcap versus LIU Brooklyn was still to be played. Just like the first match, Indiana won set 1 but lost set 2 and needed to fix their mistakes in order to go 2-0.
So game 1, we're way behind. Game 2, we're up big, and it's the same thing. They're not going to quit. We passed a 1-6, we hit negative because people aren't ready to hit. I think it's what it is. I think the steady, good Indiana team that hits positive probably has a pretty good night. I think the team that goes soft, guys, we had 9 hitting errors in that game alone. All right, we can't hit negative 189 and expect to win against anyone.
The Hoosiers would respond once again, winning the next 2 sets and taking the match.
My standards aren't going to drop, and I told them that. They came to the program, or I came to the program because there's expectations, and even though we're winning, I don't think we're playing great volleyball, and that's, part of it is because it's early, part of it is because we're young, but at the end of the day, we're going to need a lot better effort from a lot of people.
With 1 game remaining in Vegas, Indiana looks to go 3-0 in their first weekend of competition. Southern Utah stands in their way, but Indiana's confidence is high after taking the first 2 sets.
Every single game we got to keep getting better, and I know it's coach speak, but it is what it is. Not a lot to do other than do what we do. Yeah. All right, same thing, same energy, same talk. All right, let's go.
1, 2.
Match win.
I think we can become really, really good, but I wouldn't think that's the bar. Because if you're leaving this weekend hey, we're complete and we got it all figured out, then you're sadly mistaken. So I'm happy you took care of business, but every single one of you knows what we got to do when we get back in the gym. Because our next opponent is not going to give us 30 errors. I mean, we got a long way to go. I thought we took care of business this morning, but the reality is the competition is going to get really, really hard here in a little bit. You're not going to be able to do some of the things that we're doing and get away with what we're getting away with. So we got to get back in the lab and work. I thought the service pressure was better. We blocked a few balls. Offensively, I think we have the ability to become pretty good. I think it's just going to take us some time. So at the end of the day, I give it a B. I'm glad we won. Feel fortunate to win, and we'll just keep rolling.